Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, or Dale Gribble, or Rusty Shackleford, and welcome back to another video. This time, I am back with a playthrough of this game called Slay the Princess. So, to celebrate Halloween, I wanted to play a spooky game, and I could have played like an RPG or some board game, but I decided, let me see what's on Steam if I can find anything cool. And I stumbled across this game called Slay the Princess, which I have never heard of, but from my understanding, it is a choose your own adventure graphic novels type story game. I heard it's pretty spooky. And I didn't look too much further into it because once I figured it was something I wanted to play, I decided just to try to avoid spoilers. And also apparently just recently, like within the past few weeks, there was an expansion called the Pristine Cut that adds more content. Once again, I haven't looked too much into what the Pristine Cut adds because I didn't want to get spoiled. So we're gonna be playing this here today. Hopefully it's pretty good. Hopefully it's pretty spooky. And yeah, before we go, a quick word from Past Me. Quick content warning. This is a horror game. It is not intended for all audiences. You can visit the site if you need specific content warnings. This also contains flickering image effects as well as parallax effects that on rare occasions have caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. I will not be doing that, but just a heads up. Also, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see through them. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. All right, so let's see what Slay the Princess is all about. Here we go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Oh,
You're here
okay.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So there's a cabin, there's a princess in the basement of the cabin. I have to slay her. It's kind of the name of the game, okay, but why? Okay, we got some options. Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Explore, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Oh, we got a lot of options. What the heck? Okay. Let's look through some of the other options. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off the monarch. Viva the revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Okay, let me also turn up the volume just a smidge. Just make sure y'all can hear it because there's this narrator, so which is nice. I don't have to narrate. So I don't, I mean, killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Jeez, shots fired. Okay. Fair point, I guess. I'm gonna go with have you considered that maybe the reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay, so
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
okay, so
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
I'm listening.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay. Interesting. I always love some, time stuff. I don't know if that's actually what they're hinting at, but I do enjoy that. So, okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, so this princess is no good
Unless,
news.
of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. I like the music though. Okay. The end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm wondering, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
So it's already also an interesting game. Like, I'm a character in the game and this narrator's the narrator, but we're like having a dialogue. I don't quite know how that works, but I'm not gonna look too much into that. Don't linger on the specifics. That's kind of an important specific, if you ask me. Okay. Let's see. Do I get some reward? Look, I'll go to the tap and talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. I'm not committing to doing anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I think that's a long option, but that's what I'm vibing with. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. No, okay, let's try this one. Look, I'll go into the cabin and talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay.
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I appreciate the warning.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Right, okay, the world's ending.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
At least let's talk first, okay, at the very least. Oh, we're off, okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay, let's get going.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's my voice.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You just tell me to... You tell... Who? What? Is the hero not me? Am I not the hero? Was that not just me talking? I guess proceed to the cabin. That's my only option. Alright, here we go. Guess we're about to slay the princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Fair enough. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
It's fair. I mean, probably other ways you can kill someone, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's go to the basement. Let's get this party on the road.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. Hopefully it's not too loud, because clearly this narrator is important. And hearing the sound is important. Not as important as hearing me, I guess. Okay, so a nice basement.
Carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Is this some knock-knock joke?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Got it. Don't let her fool me. I think I'm here to kill you. Let's start with hi. That's pretty simple.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay. Yeah, Let's see what what's going on.
You
There
walk
she
down the
is.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Doesn't look like it.
Focus on the task at hand.
It would be really helpful, narrator, if you actually told me why she was a threat, not just gloss over those details. I know it's probably part of the story, but, like, that would help.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. You caught me. I'm here to slay ya. I could go, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. That's kind of... I'm gonna go with, okay, you caught me, I'm here to slay you. But I want to talk first. I mean, obviously this narrator is saying she's bad news, but I'm here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it,
Huh.
and then we can chat.
Okay, that's a valid point. I don't think I'm
She
gonna
makes
drop
a
the
compelling
knife.
point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's true. I'm tightening my grip. I ain't dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True. Very true.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
Okay.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I don't know if I want to drop the knife. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
What? I mean, that's also valid, but... Fine. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Alright.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
I mean... It's the name of the game, is slay the princess, so I guess I'm gonna slay the princess. I feel like we just started this game, though. Am I about to end it already? Nah, let's do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
No.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
What?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
I think we're past turning this around. No, I'm finishing the job. At this point, I've committed, right?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
It's not
If
good.
the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
The world is saved. Game over. That was quick.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
Was it?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Okay.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
I don't think so.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That was quick. Chapter 2, okay. I killed her.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sounds familiar.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
It's weird because I thought we're in chapter 2.
He doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh, great. All right.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voice of stubborn?
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
All right, let's go with the long option. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but
It's
fine.
true.
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay. Yeah, let's just say that.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did kind of, sort of. I mean, I might have hesitated a little bit, and that's, but I'm supposed to just kill people because you tell me to? What, am I a psychopath?
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
See? I get it.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
That is what I was assuming.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
That's what I was thinking. That's okay.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a thinker. That's a thinker.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Can we, let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just tell me why she's so dangerous. That's what I want to know. Yeah, all she did last time was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I mean, to be fair, the narrator up to this point has been extremely truthful, and even in the basement, you said something along the lines of, like, I just tell the facts as they are. So, given the information I'm working with, I really should just believe the narrator at face value, not question it. So, okay. Yeah, we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay, so go in, don't talk, grab the knife, kill her.
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
I'm asking questions because you're not answering my questions. I want to know why she's so dangerous. Oh, you're gonna trust me.
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Yeah, see?
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Doesn't really take that much time or energy, does it? Yeah, you're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
That might be true, but I would like to still know.
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Okay. I do want to know who locked her in that basement. What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, I like it. Keep it simple. Yeah, that's a fair question. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I'm special?
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of that.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I guess that's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
All right, let's, I could turn around and leave. I really, like, part of me really wants to know what happens if I do that. But I could just proceed to the cabin. Maybe we'll try this some other time, but I'm just gonna go to the cabin and just kill her. Don't talk to her, just kill her.
Before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
I appreciate the advice.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Yep.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Alright, I'm gonna do what they say. I'm not gonna listen to her and just kill her. We'll see what happens.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is different than last time.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Oh,
I hope
okay.
this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There's definitely a mirror.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Well, I kind of care. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Bro, there's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
I'm kind of scared what I'm going to see. Am I going to be like the princess?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What's with my hand? That's kind of weird.
But it was there a second ago.
And yeah, the mirror is gone.
Now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It's fair. Seems like she's tough. But I wouldn't know that because I've never been here. So, what do I know? Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
If she lives here?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Okay, I know what I need to do this time.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Right. So don't say anything, just kill her.
As you descend the final step,
Okay, she looks a little bit different.
The princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
See, I'm not going crazy, narrator. How do you explain that?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I'm glad they have options for like what I'm thinking. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but the last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you.
Great.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
But I also don't know anything about you. You're just like an omnipotent narrator voice.
Are you okay?
You okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
True. So I have the options of you look different, so you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I can attack the princess. I could say, I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Or just turn around without saying anything. So I like the explorer option. I know I said I was just gonna attack her, but at this point I've already started yapping with the narrator that I feel like I need to kind of explore a bit more. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna go with the option. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
That didn't unpack anything.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Okay.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I still don't know what the voice of the stubborn is. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You look different. Not in a bad way, but you do look different from the last time, like comparatively from the last time I saw you.
You look exactly the same.
I look exact. Do I? Because last time I guess I didn't have the mirror to see, but I had like a weird claw thing. I don't know what was going on there. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Who says I want to be free?
What? What? You don't. If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
It's a little, like, kinky or whatever. Okay.
Is that really too much to ask?
I don't know.
Especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
Okay, I don't know about this voice of the stubborn. I feel like it's kind of aligning to what she wants.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I kind of want to attempt to free her. This is really interesting. I got a lot of cool options. I could try to attack her. It's what she kind of wants me to do. It's what the narrator wants me to do. It's what everybody wants me to do. But is it what I want to do? I could attempt to free her. I could just leave. I really want to know what happens if I leave. Will the world actually end? I feel like this time I actually don't want to attack her. So you know what? I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
What are you gonna do? You're chained up.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap.
Oh.
She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Yikes. She's... Okay, so she could do that all the whole time. What's going on here? Because she could just free herself at any point. Okay, team, what are we thinking? Turn and fight her head on. Dodge to the side and counterattack. Run like hell or die. I love the options. I'm gonna run like hell. Get me out of here.
You do your best to scramble up the stairs before the princess can reach you. You coward. practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you. You're safe, if only for a moment.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
Okay.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door.
Jeez.
It's huge and made of stone. We're fine, right?
Right.
Of course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do. Impact shakes the cabin.
I just want to
Massive
run.
crash
Get
splitting
out.
its way up the stone doors. She comes.
Sounds loud.
The doors
Why-
explode.
why are we
outwards,
just standing
shards of
here?
stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
Okay, this seems bad.
Stop running.
We're doomed. In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you.
Okay.
You do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught. You're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand.
What?
Your body is giving out.
No.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started. Don't be delusional, it's over.
Is it?
You fall to your knees.
Rip.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this. We can't.
Why won't you get up?
I don't want to get up. I was
Kicks
trying
you
to
in the
run.
chest, splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs. Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. The Eye of the Needle, Chapter 3. Alright, we'll probably do one more chapter, and then I'll wrap it up.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
We died because you didn't have enough fear.
So
right.
what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Okay, well then what is going on
It
here?
doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
An other? Excuse me. Okay, we got a lot of good options here. I'm gonna go with this first one. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Okay. I mean,
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
If it's not, does this look like a path in the woods to a cabin? Okay, I really want to see what happens. I'm sorry if this is gonna like ruin everything. I'm done with this. Bye. I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Coward. Deserter.
Yeah?
Go back to her. Could be a mistake.
Could it though?
Are you serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you.
I want to see how that goes for me. I'm very curious.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Okay.
What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. We're back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I'm gonna save. And I think this is where we're gonna pick back up next time. Wow. I didn't know what to expect going into this game, but honestly, I am impressed so far. I honestly want to keep playing this, but I don't want this video to go on too long. But I really want to know what the heck is going on with this game. And it's just, it seems, I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. It seems really, like, I'm shocked that normally, like, with these kind of choose your own adventure type games, like, it seems like you might be kind of limited in, like, your options, but it's like, there's so many options and voice options, and this is a cool game. I am impressed. I really enjoyed that a lot, actually. I like the graphics, like the art is just outstanding. The voiceover is incredible. The music is great, and I'm hooked in the story. I really want to know what's going on with this princess. Why do I have to slay her? Why does time keep coming back? All this stuff. This is a very interesting game, to be sure. I'm glad I gave it a try. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you enjoyed watching this. Have you played this? Do you want to give it a try yourself? Do you want to see more of this in the future? Because I'm gonna be honest, I really think I will return to this sometime soon, because I thought this was quite fun, and I'm very curious to see where the story goes, what happens next, what's going on, trying different endings, stuff like that. So hopefully I didn't screw up too bad turning back, but I was curious what happened, and I guess now we know. So that is pretty much all we're going to be doing here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya.